you left me, as I was sure, no, I was sure. Then you came to me in a dream, or so it seems, and left me wondering if it was really you. I only know one thing. As I approach the golden stairs, I'm prepared to take the steps that lead me to you. Thank you, God, for loving me for all time, throughout eternity, from one lifetime till the next, till we are free, till all the souls are free. I wanna see you in the morning sun. I wanna see you in the evening star. I called you Father, 'cause I was told, but now I know you came to me in a dream, or so it seems, and left me wondering if it was really you. I only know one thing. As I approach the golden stairs, I'm prepared to take the steps that lead me to thank you, God, for loving me for all time, throughout eternity, from one lifetime till the next, till we are free, till all the souls are free, till all the souls are free, till all the souls are
Shanti, everyone, welcome to this ShivRatri celebration via Zoom. It's just a very different way that we are celebrating ShivRatri. for many of us, this will be a very new experience. So, welcome. And before we actually begin this program, I'm going to explain a little bit about the translation. Those who need translation, we offer translation in 4 languages: in Hindi, in Tamil, Spanish, and Persian. And those of you who have logged in from your computer or from your laptop, you can see a globe icon sign at the lower right corner. You can click that, you can choose the language that you want, and you will be in the translation room. And for those of you who are logging in from iPad, from cell phone, you would see a more sign also at the bottom right corner of your device. You click that, you would see language interpretation option, and choose the language that you would like to get into the translation room. So you can do so now, so you can absolutely enjoy this program. You can understand everything that is happening. And next, I'd like to introduce to our West Coast heads, our Brahma Kumari's West Coast heads, and that is Sister Geeta. She is the coordinator of the Brahma Kumari's Los Angeles Center. And then we have our Sister Chandru. She is based in San Francisco at the moment, and she is the main coordinator of all the Brahma Kumari centers in the West Coast region. Both of them have sent their videos of greetings for this ShivRatri celebration, so we can watch these videos from them.
Om Shanti. Greetings of peace to all my brothers and sisters around the world. Last year on Saturday, March 14th in 2020, we had the same ShivRatri celebration with Sister Chandru, the head of the West Coast region, and due to the corona, all the public program got cancelled. A lot had happened during this 1 year, but now I am speaking to you from India. Circumstances kept me here, but with support of Zoom, we are connected in more than one way, and I want to thank you all for attending this special Shivratri program this year with our dear sister Shivani as the key speaker of the event. We all know that God is an invisible force. So are all the souls, and even time is invisible. When all these three subtle and invisible energies meet, the world changes. I would like to thank Sister Shivani for arranging to be with us and for taking the time to share the wisdom with all of us all the way from Delhi. This program would not have been possible without the Almighty Authority God and without the teamwork of the West Coast family. Thank you to everyone who helped in making this program success and to all the participants who joined in this special celebration. Now, I want to introduce Chandruben, the head of the West Coast region of the Brahma Kumari organization. She is close to my heart and the hearts of many. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Om Shanti. Happy Mahashivratri to all. It is the reminder of God's descent on this world during the darkest time of humanity. I am happy to celebrate this festival with all of you and with Sister Shivani. This is the time to awaken the light and the purpose within us. God, being our constant companion, is here to empower us so we achieve our purpose and become the best and the most elevated version of ourselves. So happy awakening, happy light, happy Shivratri. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Thank you, Sister Chandru and Sister Geeta, for sending us your beautiful messages. And next, I'd like to invite our key speaker. I'm sure all of you know Sister Shivani. She's very popular worldwide. And all of you know the program that she does, Awakening Brahma Kumaris, which has been airing for quite a number of years. So I'm going to give just a brief intro about Sister Shivani. Sister Shivani is a practitioner of the Raj Yoga meditation of Brahma Kumaris for over 22 years. Her practical application of spiritual principles on the TV program Awakening with Brahma Kumaris for over 13 years has empowered people to overcome issues of emotional distress, depression, and relationship conflicts. In March 2019, she was awarded the prestigious Nari Shakti Purashkar Award, which is the highest civilian honor for women in India for her role in transforming human behaviors. She has been appointed as the Goodwill Ambassador by the World Psychiatrist Association. Shivaniben, welcome to Los Angeles via Zoom. It's wonderful to have you here. And thank you for being with us in this ShivRatri celebration. I'm leaving it to you.
Om Shanti. If we go as per the date, then Shivratri is over. But God Himself teaches us that Shivratri is not about a day, but it's about a way of living. And that is why Sister Chandru so beautifully said, happy awakening, awakening to a new way of being. So let's take a moment of silence. Focus just on yourself. There's a lot that's happening in the world. But I take this moment to check what's happening in my inner world. Visualize yourself. Just see a divine point of light here. No pressure, very gentle, like a little star. The energy center, the seat where the energy, the master of this body, the master of this life. See yourself there. The creator of every thought and feeling. I am the creator. Visualize and see. the impact of every thought you create. I am the creator of every thought, feeling, word, and behavior. I am the creator of every vibration that radiates from me to my body. See that happening. The vibration from the energy center radiating to every cell of your body. I am the creator of every vibration that radiates from me out into the world. See this happening. My every thought, my every feeling, my vibrations radiating into the world. Influencing every mind, influencing nature. My vibrations influence the water, the air, the environment, the universe. I am responsible for the vibration on the planet. I am the creator of the energy in this world. I take responsibility for the vibration that is present today. And today I promise myself that everything that radiates from me to the world only creates a peaceful, loveful, healthy world. I am responsible. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. As Sister Gita so beautifully shared, 2020, March 14th, and now 2021, March 21st. It would take less than a minute to just rewind this year, and it's very easy to see what all has happened in the year all over the world. But take a minute to check what has happened in the inner world in this last year. We are so focused on the outer world, We are so aware of the outer world. We know everything that's happening in every corner of the planet. We even know that what is happening on other planets. We know that what is happening deep into the ocean. Everything is just one click away. One click, and we know everything that's happening all over. And so we've got so habituated to want to know everything that's happening all over the world, information. And when we look at everything that's happening in the world, there are some things which are very beautiful, but there are some things which are an issue of concern. They're an issue of concern. And this last year gave us that time to press the pause button because we were running. We didn't even have time to stop to look at ourselves, leave alone think about what's happening to the world and what can I do about it. But the last year gave us a lot of time to be with ourselves, to contemplate and reflect. Where is this world heading? Where is my life heading? Is everything going in the right direction? Is this the kind of life I wanted? And most important, is this the kind of world I wanted? And is this the kind of world that my children want? It gave us time to introspect. And while we were consuming and studying all that's happening in all over the world, we saw a lot of things needed to change. A lot of things needed to change. Last year, everybody said it's a global pandemic. First time it has happened that something hit the entire world at the same time. But what we did not see was probably the first time it happened that the entire world was creating the same emotion. So if we look at it at the level of vibration, what do we think has happened in the last 1 year? There are two worlds. One, the world we can see, and there is a world which we cannot see, but we can feel. There is one world which is visible outside. There is one world which I can experience, which is inside. We are living a life with the belief system, and that's that fundamental belief system that we need to change today. And that is awakening. Awakening means awakening to a new way of thinking. We can't keep sleeping in ignorance, awakening to a new way of thinking. So let's check. Let's just check. We don't need to accept or believe anything that someone is saying. We need to check and ask ourselves, here is an outer world, a world of my physical health, a world of my relationships, a world of my career, a world which is the environment, the outer world. For a large part of our life, we have lived our life believing that it is this outer world which creates our inner world. And what is our inner world? Our thoughts, our feelings, our intentions, our memories, our words. This is our inner world here, and this is our outer world. So let's just pause and check, which direction does energy flow? What is the spiritual law that is creating the world? Whatever I see in the reality, this is the outer world. Is this creating my inner world? If so, then my belief system would be, if I'm healthy, then I'm happy, which means if my body is fit, then I'm very, very comfortable here. Second, if my relationships are beautiful, if everything is going fine, if everyone accepts me, loves me, respects me, if my relationships are in harmony, then I'm very, very happy and loveful here. Third, if everything is going perfect at work, then I'm very contented here. And fourth, if the world is perfect, then there is peace here. A way of living which said the outer world needs to be perfect for me to be happy, peaceful, loveful, feel respected, and to be in harmony here with myself. And because we believed that, we continued working hard on making this outer world perfect. We've worked very, very hard to make this outer world perfect. And yet, The last year gave us time to pause and check. COVID was a physical health situation, but all over the world, there's been a steep rise in mental health issues. Now, COVID is an outer world situation. It could have an impact on some of our bodies, but it could have no impact on the minds of people. Then where's the connection? Why a steep rise in mental health issues in the last 1 year? There have been a lot of us who use this time to heal our relationships. But we healed those relationships by creating a shift here. But those of us who lived our life believing that it is the relationship which gives me happiness and not that I am the creator of my relationship, we went through a lot of issues in the last year during lockdown. Huge issues in terms of conflict in relationships. There has been a rise in domestic violence cases. There's lots that's happened because suddenly, for months and months together, we were locked inside one house, a situation which was not comfortable for us. And because the situation of the outer world was not comfortable, we said it's normal. It's normal to get irritated. It's normal to get angry. It's normal to get agitated. And that all came out in our relationships. So, living a life which believed that the outer world is creating my inner world, working very hard to create a perfect outer world, not getting the result, mental health issues, physical health issues, relationship issues, and the world, the environment. We know where it's heading. We're all concerned today about our environment. We all know what climate change is saying to us. Now, pause. Who's going to change the world? Who is going to change this world? Who is going to give us back the perfect mental health, the perfect physical health, the perfect relationships, and the perfect environment? Which power can do that? Is it going to be the power of science? Is it going to be the power of money? Is it going to be the power of politics? Which power is going to be able to restore this world and the destiny of every individual on this planet to perfection? Which power? The more we are trying, the more we seem to be drifting away from it. So it's time to check which direction does energy flow? What is the spiritual law? Once we get the equation right, everything will change. It's very, very important to have the right equations in life. It was like when we gave our exams in school and college. The first line was an equation. The rest was all about how we go forward after the equation. But if my first line of the equation is not right on my paper, then how many ever sheets I take after that, I will never get the right answer and I will never get my marks because my first line, the equation is not right. Same thing happens in life. If my fundamental equation of life is not right, I can work very, very, very hard, but I'm still not getting the success that I want in the world. The happiness, the harmony, the unity, the purity. We're not getting it because we've not got the first equation right. So today is the day to change that first equation. And that first equation is it's not the outer world that creates the inner world. It's not my physical health, my relationships, my environment, which create my peace, love, and happiness inside. It's not this way. The equation is it is my inner world that creates my outer world. It is my every thought and feeling which creates my mental health. It is my every thought, feeling, vibration which radiates to my body, manifests my physical health. We all take care of lifestyle, best diet, best water, best exercise, and yet there are issues because we are not taking care of best thoughts, best feelings, best emotions, best vibrations radiating to the body. It's my every thought which reaches to people. People catch our thoughts before the messages we send to them. We may not say it to them, we may not write it to them. We only have to think about them and it's going to radiate to them. Critical and judgmental thinking, so and so is this way, why did they do this way? How could We thought it's going on only in our mind. We were perfect in our relationships. Every word was perfect. Every behavior was perfect. We worked hard for them. We were ready to do anything for them. But inside here, there were expectations. There was hurt when the expectations were not met. There was critical, judgmental thinking. We wanted them to change. There was lack of acceptance. And because that's what we were creating here, those vibrations were reaching people. We were working very hard to create a strong relationship, but we were not taking care of the foundation. And so, one word, one misunderstanding, and years of investment in a relationship would just collapse. Suddenly, people are not talking to us. Suddenly, people don't want to meet us. Suddenly, they don't like us. What happened? We invested so much in that relationship. Then, why is this happening to me? Why is there cheating? Why is there betrayal? Why? What did I not do right? That's a question that I ask myself. Everything that I did was right in this relationship. It's true. Everything that I did was right outside. Outside. As a parent for a child, everything that you do is right for the child. But if you worry for the child, not care, worry, we are radiating a lower vibrational energy. If I create anxiety for the child, if I get irritated, then all these lower vibrational energy is reaching the child, and that is influencing the relationship. That is creating the emotional health of the child. That is also influencing the mental health and the physical health of the child. And that's the biggest setback for a parent. I did everything best for my child. Then why this? Question mark. So many questions in life. Science is doing so much to take care of this planet. They are warning us, they're telling us every day, take charge, otherwise, we won't be able to save this world. What are we doing about it? Yes, we are working hard. No plastic, save water, conserve energy. Very good. But what are we radiating from here? If my vibrations of stress, anger, anxiety are radiating to the water, the air, the plants, the animals, the birds, how much ever I take care outside, I will not be able to create that pure, beautiful nature. We will not. So our inner world is not inside us. We thought it's only inside me. It's not inside me. It is this which is creating the world that is outside me. Even this body is outside of me because the me is here. This body I am wearing. So even this body, this relationship, my work, my world, everything is getting created by what's happening inside here. So I the being, the conscient energy, I the being, am the creator of my world. This is a spiritual law. This is a spiritual equation, and I need to get my spiritual equation right. Otherwise, unintentionally, unknowingly, I may not be able to create the beautiful world I want only because I got the equation right. Now, every time, please check today, every time I'm creating a little hurt, a little irritation, a little anger, a little worry, a little stress, what am I radiating? Here, here, to people and to the world. And then I look at the world and say, why is the world like this? Now, let me ask myself, what kind of a world do I want? I want a world where there's peace, there's harmony, there's unity. Nature is in harmony with people. Nature needs to be in harmony with us, which means nature has to do everything that's right for the human being. But that will only happen when the human being is doing everything that's right for nature. Then we and nature will be in harmony with each other. Now, if I want that harmony, that peace and love, it's very simple. It is so, so simple to create a beautiful, perfect world, paradise. Paradise is what we can create only if we start creating our paradise here. So, situations may not be my way, people's behavior may not be my way, my workplace may not be my way, nothing is going my way. But I do not have control over the outer world, but I have complete control over the inner world. So, who is going to change the world? There's only one power. There's only one power, and that power is the inner power. It's here. It's this energy center. Vibrations. What is the vibration of the planet today? It all depends on what's my vibration here. Our mind is a part of the collective vibrational energy of the planet. The highest vibration of the planet, hypothetically, just to understand, what's the highest vibration of a planet? 100. 100. And when the vibration of the planet is 100, which means it is at this highest frequency, it will be only when all of us are 100. And when we are at 100, what is it that will radiate to the body? Perfect health. What is it that we will radiate to each other? Love and acceptance, unconditional. Unconditional, because we are at 100% vibration, which means the soul battery. Let's look at it like a battery, fully charged. When I, the soul, this energy, is completely in my original self, my original nature of purity, love, peace, power, compassion, wisdom, bliss. This is my original nature. This is my potential. This is who I originally am. And this is who I have the power to be right away. Right now, we have the power to be that peaceful, pure, divine, loveful, blissful, powerful, always, because this is our original nature. Now just visualize. If I am in my original nature even for 5 minutes, let's come into our original nature even for just 5 minutes. Peace is here, love is here, happiness is here. How will my world change? How will my world change? That's what will radiate to the body. That's what will radiate to the body. Healing of my body will start happening. I will have no expectations from people because I am here to accept people because I'm full of love and happiness. I don't need anything from them to feel happy, to feel respected. I am a radiator of respect, of acceptance. How will my relationships be? If I am complete here, complete happy, then how will my relationship with nature be? How will my relationship be? I will be contented. My life will be of simplicity. It will meet all my needs, but I will not have these endless desires that I have today because all those desires are only for feeling good, are only for feeling happiness. So I want to buy this, I want to eat this, I want more of this, only so that I can feel good inside. But if I'm already feeling good inside, if feeling good is my natural way of being, then I'm going to buy only that what is necessary for me to use, not buy to satisfy my ego, to say, I feel good after buying, or I bought that which nobody has. My relationship with nature will change. The way I use the resources of the planet will change. And most important, the vibrations I radiate to the planet will change. Even if I do this for 5 minutes, I have changed the world because I have changed the vibration of the world. This is the potential we have to create a planet which vibrates at the highest frequency. So let's call that highest as 100. But that will happen if I, the soul, is completely charged here. Now, if I don't take care of that, and I say, they said this, so obviously I'll get hurt, I create hurt. They didn't do things my way, obviously I'll get angry, I create anger. I believe it's because of them that they were the cause of my hurt and anger, not they. I created it. And because I allowed myself to create it, it's because society said this is normal, it's normal. I continued to create lower vibrational energy. Stress, anger, greed, competition, comparison, criticism, jealousy, hurt, rejection, the whole list. It's a low vibrational energy. And every time I was creating it here, I was radiating those low vibrations to my body, to people, and to the world. But I thought it's not me. I thought I'm a victim to the situations and people. And as I continued to create those low vibrational energies, mental health got affected, physical health got affected, relationships got affected, environment got affected. The more it got affected, the more I blamed it, the more I continued to create it. And so this battery, which was fully charged, went like this and like this and like this. And now it's reached here. It's reached here. That means I, the soul, shifted from my 100% pure, perfect vibration to a very, very low vibration. It took time for this to happen. It's not happened in one lifetime. It took time. But important is, what does time say today to me? We live our lives blaming time. We say it's not the right time for me. Nothing is going right for me. We can blame time. Second option, we can wait for time to change. We said, when my time will change, everything will perfect. So we can wait for time to change. Third, we can create a change here. And when we create a change here, we will force time to change. We are not victims of time. We are creators. We are the creators. We only have to work on one person, and that is on my thoughts and feelings. Only on my thoughts and feelings. So, what is Shivratri? Why is it called Ratri? Ratri means night. Like we go through a 24-hour cycle, morning, afternoon, evening, night, pitch dark. And once it's pitch dark, we know very soon it's going to be dawn and then the morning. And we see this cycle every day. We don't question the night. We don't say, why is it so dark? We say, no, it's a part of the cycle. And now it's going to be dawn and then awakening to a new morning. We know that cycle because we see it every day. Then we see another cycle of 365 days. So there is spring, summer, autumn, winter. Look at the world, how everything changes in these 4 seasons. When it's winter, we don't question the winter. We say, no, very soon it's going to be spring again. Similarly, there is a one bigger cycle, a cycle which we do not see in one lifetime. And because we don't see it in one lifetime, we don't remember that cycle. We do have some memory of it, but we don't remember it with clarity. And so Shivratri means I need to know that cycle of time. So morning, afternoon, evening, night, 24-hour cycle. Similarly, a cycle of the planet, the morning of the world, the afternoon of the world, the evening of the world, and the night of the world. The morning of the world is where it's the highest vibration. You can call it the morning of the world, you can call it the spring of the world. It's the highest vibrational energy. Just visualize that world. You can see it right now in front of your eyes here. Just visualize that world. Every soul is vibrating at the highest frequency. Everybody is divine. Every thought we create is pure and selfless. Every word we speak is a blessing. That perfect vibrational energy here, because it's the morning. The soul is 100% charged. It's perfect inside here, in the inner world, and therefore the outside world is perfect. Perfect healthy body, perfect relationships, nothing less than perfect. It's not a better world, it's a perfect world. We say, I need a better world. We don't need a better world. We need a perfect world. And a perfect world is when we are perfect here. That is a world which we remember even today when we remember paradise. Paradise, heaven, Satyug, Jannat. We've remembered it by many, many words. Every prophet, everyone said there was paradise, and they also reminded us there will be paradise again. There will be paradise again. That is the line that we need to underline. There will be paradise again, is what every religious head taught us. There will be paradise. They did not only say there was paradise, they said there will be paradise again. That's the equation to be taken here. So that was the morning of the planet. Paradise, highest vibrational frequency. I, the soul, left one body, took another body, no untimely deaths, no disease, no accident. At the age of about 100, very naturally we changed our body like we change our dress today. Very natural. It was a natural way of being. But while we were taking a body, leaving, taking one, soul vibration very, very gradually starts reducing, and we come into the afternoon of the planet. But the afternoon of the planet is also an almost perfect world. We would not even make out a difference between the morning and the afternoon. But by the time we reach the end of the afternoon, which means we complete half the cycle of this world time cycle, by the time we reach the end of the afternoon, the evening begins. And evening means I, that divine soul, who was using this body, have been using it for a very long time, the entire morning and the afternoon. And when I come into the evening, by that time, I, the soul, start forgetting that I am a divine soul, I am using this body. I start forgetting the spiritual equation that I am the creator of this world, and I start depending on the world. That is the first trace of ego, the first trace of lust, the first trace of anger. Nothing compared to what the world is today. Just the first trace. It's like 0.000000001% of lust, of ego, of jealousy. Nothing, nowhere compared to what it is today. But that's what begins in the evening, which we call the copper age. So, golden age, silver age, and then the copper age. And when that time begins, we start experiencing pain. Not like what it is today, that very, very slight trace of unhappiness, of pain, of hurt, very little. And when that happens, we need help. And that's why we start looking for God. We say, God has to help me, because we remember that God is my parent, the supreme power, the supreme parent. And we start looking for God, and we start wanting God's energy into our life. We want to restore our world back to that beautiful world that it was in the morning and in the afternoon, the golden age and the silver age. The first the first temples that get created, because each soul remembered that I am a pure soul, point of light. And we also remembered that God, these two invisible energies, I the soul, God the invisible energy, is also energy. But to visualize it, how will I visualize energy? A point of light. A point of light, but it's an invisible energy. We all remember that. And so when we started thinking of God, when we started thinking of our parent, we knew God is an energy, just like me, God is energy, the ocean of love and peace. But how do I remember energy? I need some symbol. I need something which I need to place before me so that I can concentrate on that and I can remember that energy. And that's why the first form, a physical form, God is not physical, but we, because we had started connecting more to the physical world and we thought everything is physical, we were forgetting ourselves. We thought God also needs to be remembered in some physical way. And so the first thing that we created were those oval shaped stones. The oval shaped stone was the closest that we could create to that invisible energy, and we called that Shiv Jyotirling. Shiv Jyotirling means Jyoti means light and Ling means symbol. We were very clear that we are creating the symbol of the point of light. Symbol of the point of light. And that's how the journey began. And it was in this copper age that from the soul world, every prophet came on the planet, whether it was Abraham, then it was Muhammad, then it was Jesus Christ, it was Moses, there was Gautam Buddha, there was Mahavir. Every prophet came on the planet and shared only one message. Each one of us is a pure divine being. This is a truth. And each of them pointed towards the supreme power. And they were trying to remind us that God, your parent, is that divine light, that supreme power. Everyone's finger was up there, and everyone said, God is one, God is light, God is truth. Their way of saying it could be different, the vocabulary could be different, the message was the same. Everyone gave the same message. They were not here on this planet to create religions. They were here to connect us back to our own religion. Religion means dharam. Dharam means duty, quality. They were here to connect us back to our religion, the religion of the soul. Purity is our quality. Unity is our quality. Peace, love, and happiness is our quality. They were connecting us back to our religion. And each one was teaching the same thing in different ways. In different ways. If in that copper age we had understood that teaching and we had got connected to the teaching, we would have all been united because we would know that we are studying the same thing. So if we connect to the teaching, we would be united. But we were so much in the physical that we started connecting to the teacher. Intention was to connect to the teaching, but we started connecting to the teacher. And because we started connecting to the teacher, we said, my teacher is different from your teacher. And then your teacher is different from my teacher, and which means you and me are different. They had come to unite us. They had come to connect us back to our own energy and to the supreme power. We divided ourselves. They had come to connect us to the religion of the soul. We created religions and we said, you are this, I am this, I am this. We are all different. We're all different. And this is how our evening was spent. That is the copper age. And that is the age where all the major religions which are there in the world were created. They did not come to create the religion. We created the religion because we connected to the teacher more than the teaching. Had we just held on to the teaching, we would have all been united because they were teaching us the same. Had we held on to the teaching, we would be connected only to one because that was what was their intention. And while we were doing this, our impurity, our lust, greed, anger, jealousy, it only started increasing because we kept forgetting that I am that pure, divine, peaceful soul, and we entered into the night of the world vibration. So the vibration shifted from 100, silver age, we can call it 90, copper age, we can call it 50. This is just figures, just for our understanding. Copper age beginning, we can call it 50. And then we entered into the iron age, the night, and the vibration only lowered. The vibration only lowered. So we don't know. We've not seen this cycle with these eyes, though it's all recorded here. But even if we see only our lifetime of 20, 30, 50 years, just check how has the vibration of the planet been in the last 40, 50 years? Has it been increasing or has it been lowering? Technologically, perfect progress. Outer world moved way here in the last 50 years. Most of the things we're using today were not there 50 years back. So outer world moved here. Inner world became more and more dependent on the outer world, which means our vibrations lowered. So the time that is going on now is actually that pitch dark. It's the pitch dark, the night, the peak of that night. So it's not the beginning of the Iron Age. We've covered the entire Iron Age. We've covered the entire Iron Age. So if you look at it like a clock, so it started from 12 up to 3, that's the golden age, the first quarter of the planet. Come to number 6, that's the second quarter of the planet. We finished our silver age, the afternoon. Come to 9, we finished the third quarter of the planet, the evening, the copper age of the planet. And then the last quarter of the cycle was the iron age. And where are we today? We are very close to finishing the last quarter of this time cycle. So the question now before everyone is, what's the future of our world? What's the future of this planet? We are concerned, we are worried. But this is the time of ShivRatri, which means when we shift from the 100% vibration to the lowest vibration, from a fully charged battery to a very depleted battery, when we reach this stage. But what is the time that is going to come? It's cycle. So spring, summer, autumn, winter. After that, it's going to be spring. Morning, afternoon, evening, night. It's going to be morning again. And that's why in the Copper Age, every prophet had shared it was paradise, and paradise is going to come again, because after the Iron Age, the cycle, it's going to be Golden Age again. It has to be. There's no other way. It is a cycle. So Golden Age is going to begin again. But important is, who's going to create this Golden Age? Is it magic? Does it happen something on its own? No. A lot of people are scared what's going to happen to this world. Is it all going to finish? No. So this is the time of Shivratri. So Ratri means night. Shiv means the energy, the supreme power. Call him by any name, but understand him. Understand him. I, the soul, my supreme parent, my supreme teacher, my supreme benefactor, that point of light, that energy, the ocean of purity, the ocean of love, the ocean of peace and power. I always have prayed to him, remembered him, worshipped him, thanked him, asked him for forgiveness. I've done it. We've always had a very, very beautiful relationship with God. But now is the time to not just remember, to not just pray, to not just worship, but now to connect to him. Connect like a battery connects to the powerhouse, because now is the time that I need God's power in my life to energize this battery. Now is the time that I need God's power in my life to raise from that lowest vibration to my highest vibration, because it's only when I raise to my highest vibration that the world is going to shift from the lowest vibration to the highest vibration again. So there are two things that are happening at this time. Many of us are living at our lower vibration, and we are creating a very low vibration planet. But what are all of us doing today? Today, all of us have decided to shift to our highest vibration. We have decided to energize ourselves and to create a new world, not wait for a new world. Many in the world are waiting for a new world. Waiting will not bring the new world. Creating will bring the new world on this planet. And the new world means that highest vibration. So, two things going on simultaneously. Many living a life of lust, greed, attachment, ego, jealousy. Lowest vibration. Lowest vibration. And we just need a small number who is going to live their life of purity, love, acceptance, wisdom, compassion. And those who are going to do this, they are going to shift their vibration here. And by shifting their vibration here, they are going to change the world. But changing the world only begins with changing the self. So Ratri is the time when that supreme power, God, who lives in the soul world for this entire cycle of the morning, afternoon, evening, night. Because morning and afternoon, we didn't need God. We were living a perfect life. From the evening, we started remembering God. But all those divine prophets came on the planet to take care of us. And there have been so many of them from the entire Copper Age through the Iron Age. All of them protected us, took care of us, were trying to hold us together. But now we've reached a stage that nobody now can protect us and hold us together. Nobody now can energize us from this lowest vibration to the highest vibration. And so, this is the time when God Himself needs to descend on this planet. And that was also shared by every prophet. Each one had said, there will be a time when God Himself will come on this planet. And when God comes, we have to be able to recognize. We have to be able to recognize God and the task of God. What is the task that He is doing now? So God descends. And when God descends, God gives us the knowledge, the love, the purity, and the power. I, the soul, connect to that, absorb all that knowledge, purity, and power in myself, start changing my way of thinking, feeling, speaking, behaving, start shifting in my vibration, battery starts getting charged. So the depleted battery connected to the powerhouse, the battery starts getting charged. And as this battery starts getting charged, everything outside starts changing. Everything outside will start changing. But now is the time to reach the highest vibration. Let's not wait for the world to change. The world cannot change on its own. We are the creators. If we look at the world outside, who created this iron age? Who created all this world that is happening? Who created this corruption? Who created this disunity? Who created this environment? And who did it? We did it. How did we do it? With our vices, with our weaknesses. Who will create paradise? Who will create that? We will do it. How will we do it? With our divinity, with our purity, with our peace and power. But I don't have it right now inside me to create that. And so I cannot do it on my own. So this is the only time when God Himself has to descend, because the soul does not have the power to energize itself. Like a battery, it discharges on its own. So you have a fully charged battery on the phone, keep using the phone, and the battery will start discharging till we reach a stage where very little battery left on the phone. But now leave the phone and ask the phone to charge itself. The phone can't charge itself. The phone can get discharged by using, but the phone battery cannot charge itself. We have to connect it to the power supply. So, golden age, silver age, copper age, iron age, the battery was getting discharged. How? Just by using it. Just by using it. End of iron age, the battery has to get charged. How? By connecting to the powerhouse. But I've lost the power to even remember. I can't concentrate. So the powerhouse himself has to descend on this planet, and that is ShivRatri. ShivRatri means God Shiva descends at this time of the Ratri, the night, the lowest vibration of the planet, and it is awakening. So Shivratri, everyone stays awake the night. Even though it's night, everyone is awake, which means this is the time to awaken. Awaken to understanding who am I, awaken to understanding who is God, awaken to how I can connect to God and energize myself, and awaken to what was my past and what is the future of this planet, and awaken to creating that beautiful planet. So Shivratri is all about awakening and fasting. These are the two main things that happen during Shivratri: staying up the whole night, awakening, and fasting. Fasting from my old way of thinking, fasting from my old behaviors. So I pledge today. I pledge today. Which old habit am I ready to give up? Which will shift me from a Kalyug iron age vibration to a Satyug golden age vibration? Which habit am I ready to give up today? Which way of thinking am I ready to change? Which emotional pattern am I ready to change today? And it's going to be all very simple when we don't try and do it just by ourselves, but when we connect to the Supreme Power. So, this is the time. It is the Shivratri time. So, this is the time when incorporeal Supreme Father, God Shiva, whom we very lovingly call Shiv Baba. Baba means father. It's our father. Can't call him by title God only, but my father, my parent, has descended to give us knowledge of how to change the self, love to energize the self, and power to be able to implement that knowledge. And together, all of us connecting to that source of power and implementing that knowledge are working on ourselves to change our inner world. We are not working to change the outer world. So often people say, what are you doing for the world? We're doing only one thing for the world: changing ourselves here. Because we know the spiritual equation that it is the inner world which is going to change the outer world. And today is a very beautiful day. We're all here together, and I'm sure each one of you will join us now on this journey to connect to your Father, and most important, use what He is giving us to shift the world. Two extremes are happening.
Arun,
Choose your side. Choose your side. Which side are you going to stand? Are you going to stand on the side of the Iron Age, the
Arun,
Kalyug, which is going lower? Or are you going to stand on the side of the Golden Age, the Satyug, which is going to bring about the new world? Satya golden age is very, very near, very, very near. You know that time in the house when someone is saying good night and another one is saying good morning. Someone is going to sleep, another one is waking up. That's exactly the time on the planet. Many are going to sleep, but some of us are waking up. So choose. Are you going to be on the side who's going to sleep, or are you going to be on the side who is waking up? Are you going to be on the side who's waiting for time to change, or are you going to be on the side who's taking the responsibility to change the time? ShivRatri gives us that opportunity to introspect, recognize, connect, and become that masters of change. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Sister Shivani. It was beautiful sharing. I really like how you sort of essenced everything, whether it's the cycle of time, how you have connected that even with our present life. You've connected our past with a form of maybe not understanding or Ratri. And now you've connected with our present. What is it that I need to do now? And how I need to connect with God in order to draw that power. And you've also sort of beautifully connected with our purpose. How is it connecting with God? What is it that I need to do? And how am I going to face whatever circumstances I'm having in this world? And some of the questions that came up in the chat box are very much pertaining to relationships. How you have shared in our relationship whatever that I have experienced, whether it's from people or just from within me, and how you beautifully stated that it's all here. The reality, just to really sum up what you have shared, I think I can say that the universe doesn't hear what I'm saying, but definitely the universe feels what I'm vibrating, and I'm getting back all of that. So now that I have encountered different circumstances in my relationships, whether spouse, children, in-laws, and maybe I've also experienced a lot of mental challenges, mental health, or lack of confidence, lack of self-respect. Now that I'm already in a state of broken, so can you please, you know, let us know what is it that we can do at this present moment? How can we build up the self-respect within us and face these challenges that's lying in front of us?
Once we understand the spiritual equation, who is creating the health of my body, who is creating the health of my mind, who is creating my relationships, is my every thought and feeling, everything. I just need to build up this immunity system here. It's like when the immunity system of the body is not right, there will be virus and bacteria outside, but our body has that immunity system to face it, to reject it, or to destroy it if it enters our body. But if my immunity system starts crashing, then any change in the water, in the air, in what I eat, and I will have issues. Today, my stomach is troubling me, my throat is troubling me, I have a cold, then I have other ailments, and the doctor will say, your immunity system is not good. We don't say, heal this, heal this, heal this. So, he will say, energize your immunity system. So, how do I energize my immunity system of the body? Change of diet, exercise, and good sleep. Three things, my immunity system will start working. Same thing here. I, the soul, have the power to create a thought vibration of peace, purity, acceptance, power in every situation. In every situation. There will be an emotional infection outside. Situations will not be perfect. People's behavior will not be perfect. Leave alone perfect, it will be way, way, way away from perfect. It will be absolutely what I had never ever thought that someone can do to me or someone can be that way to me. But it is an outside infection. I just need to remember it is an outside energy, it is an outside infection. And I, the soul, have the power to be calm, respectful, and most important, dignity in spite of all that's happening outside me. But for that, I need to build up my this spiritual immunity system. So how do I build up my spiritual immunity system? Again, three things: diet, exercise, and good sleep. So what diet do I need to check? Very, very important. We need to remember what creates the diet here is what we watch, what we read, what we listen. What we watch, what we read, what we listen is who we become. So let me check what's the content I consume throughout the day, whether it's from communication, whether it's from world news, whether it's from social media handles, whether it's surfing, just going on, clicking and surfing. It is who I'm becoming. I need to be very careful. It is who I am becoming. What I watch, read, listen is who I become. So if I watch, read, listen, lust, ego, jealousy, criticism, ridicule, comparison, nothing can stop me from becoming that. That is who I will become. And that's why spirituality is very important. So, what do we do at the Brahma Kumaris? Very, very simple. We're all staying at home, we are working, we're looking after our families. Only one change in lifestyle, and that was nutrition for the soul. And what was that nutrition? We took out 1 hour every morning to consume a spiritual diet. And a spiritual diet means God's knowledge, the knowledge that God Himself was giving. That knowledge had nutrients of purity, of soul consciousness, of divinity, of the golden age. And when I, the soul, start taking that high vibrational nutrition first thing every morning, in case I can't take it in the morning, I take it in the evening, but I take my dose of good nutrition here and restrict what we consume from the world. If you want to protect yourself, please be very strict about what kind of content you're going to consume from the world. We've all become aware of our lifestyles. I've shifted to vegan, I've shifted to gluten free. Why did we change our lifestyles? For a healthy body, but we also need to start becoming lust free, ego free, comparison free, jealousy free by taking care that we don't consume that content. So, taking care of what content you consume from the world and giving yourself at least an hour of God's knowledge. That's spiritual study. And that is what happens at every Brahma Kumari's Raj Yoga meditation center all over the world. And wherever you stay, there has to be a center very close to you. And every center has sisters and brothers who are sharing with us that knowledge. We only need to go and consume it. Only that 45 minutes an hour. That's nutrition. Second, exercise for the soul, meditation. Meditation. So when I, the soul, connect to the supreme power, I energize everything over here. Everything starts shifting. Now I'm no more a seeker from the world. Now I'm getting filled from here. Now I'm not looking at the world and saying, give me love, give me peace, respect me, trust me, understand me. No more standing like this before the world. Energize from here and become a giver to the world. So, like physical health, physical stamina increases with exercising, spiritual, emotional stamina builds up. Expectations are over, acceptance comes natural. And the world will say, how can you accept everybody? But it's very simple. If you energize yourself, if I'm stiff, I cannot bend. But if I just bend every day, I can go and touch my toes. But if the first day somebody tells me, go and touch your toes, I say, no, no, it's impossible. But a few days like this, and it comes very natural. So a couple of months of meditation, and all that hurt will disappear, that resentment will disappear, all that I was holding on will disappear because God loves me and accepts me unconditionally, energizes me, and gives me the power to do the same for everyone. Food and exercise for the soul. And when these two things are right, good sleep, sleeping early, waking up early, powerful, deep sleep. Even sleep is like a meditation. And that's why it's called Yoga Nidra, which means we are in a state of meditation even during sleep. So life becomes a meditative lifestyle. Meditative lifestyle means a high vibration lifestyle. And when we just do this little work on ourselves, everything else starts working fine. Our work, our relationships, our body, our mental, That will all automatically happen. Please don't focus on the disease here. Please don't focus on what's going wrong here. Just focus on what I need to do to get everything right here. And everything outside will automatically start flowing towards the right. Thank you.
Thank you, Shivaniben. There's another question. It says that some people say that COVID was an expression of God's anger against humanity. What is your perspective?
God, the ocean of love, can never get angry with us, can never ever. But we believed that God creates our destiny. We thought everything is happening as per God's will. If everything in our life was happening as per God's will, we would have perfect lives and the perfect planet. Everything that is happening is as per our karam. It's as per our thoughts, our beliefs, our feelings, our words, our actions. It's the law of karma that is working constantly. So everything that is happening is only a consequence of everything we have been and everything we have done. Everything who we have been and everything what we have done, everything that's happening outside, that is our destiny, is a consequence of only our vibration here and our vibration in words and behavior. Never blame God. God will never give us pain. God will never give us natural calamities. God will never give us terror. God will never give us a pandemic. Unconditional source of love, ocean of love and acceptance. God only gives us the knowledge and the power to create the right karma and change our destiny, create the right consequences. So God is not responsible for what's happening in our life. We are responsible for everything that's happening in our life. We can take God's knowledge and power and change everything that's happening in our life. So it's like a parent and child. A parent can keep advising the child, a parent can keep giving everything to the child, but the karma is of the child. And that's why the destiny, as per the free will of the child, not as per the will of the parent. The parent can only keep giving love advice. The parent cannot create the destiny of the child. God keeps giving us knowledge, advice, love, and power. God doesn't create our destiny. He gives us the knowledge to create the right destiny.
So there's two last questions that came up. One question was, so should I just mention to you both the questions?
Anji.
Okay. So the first question is that I realized that I have to improve and change my thinking. How long would it take to achieve my goal? That's the first question. And the second question is, does people's black magic, kala jatu, does it work? Despite doing so much effort, why do bad things still happen to me?
How much time will it take for me to change? There's no fixed time period. It all depends on us. It's like if it's like we set fitness goals for ourselves for the physical health. Everyone could go through the same diet, everybody could go through the same exercise regime, but it is everyone's willpower and how much attention they are paying to that. If someone is strictly following the diet and strictly following the regime that has given to them for physical health, they are going to see results very soon. If someone is following sometimes and sometimes they're saying it's okay if I eat this once in a while, it's okay if today I don't do this, they will also achieve, but they will take a little longer. So it all depends on how accurate, how honest, and how authentic I am with what I am receiving and what I'm understanding in terms of change. So there is no time period. If someone wants to change, they can go like this in like few days. That hardly takes any time to shift from your lowest vibration to highest vibration. But because sometimes we keep doing our own mixturities in between, sometimes angry, sometimes peaceful, so that journey goes little slower. But there is no time. It is only our choice. It is our choice, and it completely depends on us how sincerely and accurately I want to implement what God is teaching me. Second, is there something known as people radiating negative energies to us, people sending focused negative energies to us? We're living in a world where there are negative vibrations. Those negative vibrations are just perceptions, and creations of some human minds, and they are victims of their own jealousies, their insecurities, their own weaknesses. So we will say they are emotionally unwell. And when someone's emotionally unwell, they're not on their perfect behavior. So if someone is jealous of me, then all their vibrations of jealousy are going to reach me. If someone is more than jealous and insecure, they can do other things also. We don't know whether it works, doesn't work. I don't know, because unless you experiment and experience, you should never call anything the truth. But yes, there are negative vibrations around us. But am I going to live like a victim of negative vibrations? Again, it's like the virus, the bacteria that's there in the air and the water. Am I going to live like a victim to that virus and say what to do? No. COVID was also a virus, right? Outside. But we did not live like a victim and said what to do. We said, okay, wear the mask, stand away, wash your hands. Simple. And when we took these simple measures to protect ourselves, COVID could not enter inside us. We had to remove our mask. We had to forget washing our hands. We had to go and stand right next to somebody who had it, and then COVID could attack us. Otherwise, COVID could not enter into our system. Only we had to take three things: wash your hands, wear your masks, stand away. So simple. So simple. So even though it's a pandemic, everyone doesn't have it. And even if somebody got it, they had the mechanism to heal it because they had a good immunity system. Simple. Same thing happens with vibrations. Somebody sitting right next to me could have a very low vibration for me, or they could just be in pain about their own selves, or they could be jealous and insecure, or they could hate me. That is their low vibrational energy, which means that is their infection. They are carrying the virus. But if I want to protect myself from the virus, then I have to practice distancing. Now, this distancing is not going to be physical, that I sit away from them, because they can be in another country and that vibration will reach me. So it's not about here, it's about here. It's a vibrational distance. They are in pain, so they are at a very low vibrational frequency. If I don't want that low vibrational frequency to reach me, there's only one way: I have to be at a high vibrational energy. Vibrations don't travel from low to high. Vibrations travel from high to low. Energy travels like this. Energy doesn't travel like this. So the only way to protect yourself is live here at a high vibrational energy. The whole world around you could be at a lower energy, but if you're at a higher energy, nothing can reach you. Nothing can reach you. Even if you're living in the same house with them, nothing can reach you. So that is vibrational distancing, which is very, very important right now. Wear your mask of protection. What's the mask of protection? God's knowledge, God's power. Wear that mask regularly. Don't forget to wear it even for 5 minutes, because if I remove my mask for 5 minutes, is all that it needs for COVID to enter into my system. So use that God's knowledge constantly, constantly, in every thought, in every feeling, in every word, in every behavior. I can't afford to remove it even for 5 minutes, because again, something enters into my system. And if I create any wrong thought, any so called negative thought, I have to wash immediately. I have to wash immediately. So even if I got the virus, if I wash it immediately, it's out of my system. So wash immediately. And that's why traffic control, meditation, keep connecting, keep energizing yourself, wash all the stains and all the virus that could have by chance entered into the system. So COVID taught us how to protect ourselves. So we learned that from COVID and we start doing that to ourselves. No negative energy can enter into our system if we are protected by the highest energy. Circle yourself every day. God's power and blessings is a divine circle of energy around me. Create this thing every single day, many times in the day. I am surrounded by the highest energy. Nothing can enter into a high energy circle. Low vibrations cannot enter into a high vibrational circle. But if I create a thought, they don't like me, they are doing this to me, they are sending negative energy to me, then it is I who is choosing to go to a lower vibrational energy. And when I go to a lower vibrational energy, I have gone and sat next to the person who had COVID. And I forgot the mask also. Forget alone, leaving, nothing. I have gone and sat right next to them. Then it's difficult to protect ourselves. So don't focus on what they are doing. Don't focus on what people are thinking. Have compassion for them. Somebody has to be very unwell inside to play with negative energy. They have to be very, very unwell. So we can only have compassion for them, but protection for ourselves. And that is that spiritual power. That's God's energy. Focus only on that. Don't say somebody is doing something to me. Then I'm inviting. Say, I am protected. I am protected by God's power and blessing. Nothing can enter into my circle. Nothing can enter. Focus not there. Focus up there and here. Nothing, nothing can touch you, reach you, or affect you ever. Shanti.
That's so beautiful, very informative. I think you have just summarized, these days how people are very looking forward and talking about vaccines for COVID, and how they're saying, oh, this vaccine is so important, everybody should get it. But I think you definitely went a step above in how you said about, just like these vaccines are protecting the body, but the real vaccine for the soul is vibration, self vibration, God's vibration. And I think that's definitely doable for everyone. And that's really the fundamental answer to all the questions that's still coming. So, all of you who have asked your questions, I'm sure you've received your answers. Now it's all about just implementing what Shivaniben have shared. And also, Shivaniben, thank you so much for being with us. And there are so many other souls who have they played a very background role, very incognito role in creating this event. And we would like to thank all the centers, all the West Coast centers who have helped us in just many ways, sending us videos, music, promoting this event, registration, flyers, every one of you. Even though we are not able to thank you by each and everyone's name, but we've created a beautiful video to express our appreciation for each and every one of you. And what we will do is we'll watch this video of appreciation, gratitude to all the West Coast centers. And after this video, Shivaniben will lead us to an inner journey, into a meditation. She will give us a commentary, and just be absorbed, be very present when she's giving this commentary, and go into that experience. And once this commentary is done, we will not be sharing anything anymore, we will not be talking, but we really request all of you, we will end this Zoom very silently and take home this experience that you're about to have. Take home this experience with you, because when we start talking, we dilute these feelings. And whatever we have experienced in this past hour will all get just diluted, and we will start saying, well, that was a good program. Take home these feelings with you. So after the video, after the meditation, we will quietly end the Zoom. Okay, so thank you so much again, Shivaniben, for being with us. And thank you to all the participants for also being with us. Definitely without you, this program is not a success. So thank you to everyone. We will watch the video right now. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. I, the being, the creator of my vibration, the creator of my world. I am a divine being. Divinity is my personality. My every thought is pure, selfless. My every word is a blessing. My every behavior creates the golden aged world. I am a divine soul. God has chosen me to be his angel in his task of world transformation. I am his chosen one. I am the angel who is creating the golden age. In everything I think, in every word I speak, in everything I do, I am at the highest vibration of purity. I am a Satyugi soul creating that Satyug golden aged world. God's knowledge, God's unconditional love for me and the ocean of power is creating that within shift inside me. I am connected to God. I am absorbed in his love. I am using his knowledge. I am full with his power. Everything is new. It's my awakening. Awakening to being his angel. An angel who is creating the world which the world is waiting for. God has chosen me I surrender and I allow Him to use me. The dawn is near. The golden age is here. Om Shanti.